Today we're going to be looking at what I consider to be one of the best cars ever made. It's a 1990 Mercedes 124 300 TE.
Auf der Heide blüht ein kleines Blümelein und das heißt Erika.
Right, let's set off. There we go. Now I must point out, you have to make an effort to look Eastern European before you drive one of these. Anything else is just not allowed. Now the first thing you notice when you drive one of these is that Mercedes badge just sticking up at the front of the car. It's in your vision at all times. It's a constant reminder of the heritage of Mercedes-Benz. You just feel like you're driving something a cut above everything else. You almost feel invincible. I actually know a fella, and everyone thinks he's got a cleft lip, but what actually happened was when he was a young lad, he got hit by a Mercedes car. Then there was that other bloke that a crow hit the badge on his Mercedes and split into 3 pieces. There's no wonder modern Mercedes don't have the badge protruded out of the bonnet like that anymore. It's a health and safety nightmare. Now I've been in the car game for nearly 10 years and I've never had anything that comes close to driving a 124 Mercedes. I've had the 3 generations of E-Class made after this and they're shit in comparison. And it's also a major improvement over its predecessor, the 123, which I've also owned. Now not long after I bought the car, I started having some serious problems with it. It kept breaking down. I had to get towed in twice. But it turns out the problem was completely self-inflicted. One dark night the car started playing up, severely misfiring, so I stopped and opened the bonnet and well, it looked like Ragnarok. The sparks and flames and bolts of lightning coming off this HT lead, well, it was intense. As it turns out, I hadn't tied it up properly and it was catching on the fan belt. So I've put a new one on and it's been right ever since. It just glides along, it's so smooth, it's like you're driving on fresh air. And when you want to put your foot down, it goes. And I tell you what, the brakes work as well. And it's got ABS. Oh! Don't think the ABS worked there, but anyway. Now there are 1 or 2 slight annoyances with the car. If you put the fan on, it makes a hell of a racket. Sometimes it gets worse. If you go over a bump, it just goes out of control. And if you put it on the highest setting for too long, it blows a fuse. The fuel gauge doesn't work properly, it's up and down all the time, although the light does work as it should, and that is probably accurate now. The temperature gauges are saying that sometimes goes haywire, and it looks like your car's boiling over. One thing that would improve the car is the addition of another gear. This is a 4-speed auto box, and we're doing 60 and it's revving quite high. I think the later ones did add a 5-speed box, which would probably improve it massively. Got the adjustable armrest down in the middle, sat right back, just cruising along. It's so comfy. There's no wonder that this is so popular as a taxi. Everyone who's been in this car with me just comments on how comfy and smooth it is. Except one fella. A few months back I gave a few people a lift in this car, and one of them got in and he had to slide across to let someone else into this seat, and he caught his arse on this jagged piece of plastic here and he screamed in pain, and we all thought he was exaggerating till we saw the blood. At least that's where he claims the blood came from. Maybe he was just looking for an alibi for when his mother cleans his undies and wonders why there's blood at the back and the inside. Don't know what fuel to those cottaging rumours now, do we? Now some of the problems I've had with the newer E-Classes, they just don't seem to handle back roads very well. They're just a bit too firm, and I don't know, but this one, it doesn't matter what the road's like, you can just go like hell. It just handles all the bumps, everything. Potholes. Got a very good turning circle as well. It's very good for turning round. Nice light steering. Absolutely lovely. This is by far my favourite driving road in this car. The road between Ingleton and Ribblehead. It's always quiet, you can send on, it's smooth, lovely views. Just ruined a bit when you get to Ribblehead with all the Instagram influencers taking pictures of the Skoda Fabias and Polos and hashtag fag fuck off. Well, let's have a look round the car. As you can see, we've got this very plush red fabric interior. It's a shame it's not leather, but it's still pretty nice. All very basic, but very well made. Nice and simple. That's the thing with these old cars, you can just put any stereo head unit in you want. You don't need all this fancy shit they have in new cars. Look, I've got my phone there, I've got the hands-free adapter there, just press the button to answer it and there we go. No need for all else. We've got an old sock here. Now that is not used for what you're thinking. I actually had to use that as a phone case. When I got a new phone, it did come with a case, and that worked for a while. I do like this switch for the rear lights here, look. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, there's even a random little sun visor in the middle there to go over the mirror. Look at that. What have we got in the glove box? What's this? Clearly some promotional material from Mercedes-Benz. There's no wonder they sold so many of these, is there? They must have been there since the car was new. Das beste oder nichts. Spare fuses for the fan blower. Some allergy tablets in case I have to drive through Bradford. And Justice for All. Kevin Bloody Wilson, mate. Dubliners. And some cigars. Nice little table there for eating your takeaway. There is actually a guitar in the back, but since owning this car, I'm only able to play one song. I didn't even know this song before I bought this car, and now I can't play anything else. It's had a real negative impact on my musical prospects. That's hit me on the head a few times. There's a strange white substance covering the carpet in the boot of the car. Now the car did come from Bolton, so I'll let you come to your own conclusions as to what that could be. It's actually a 7-seater. I don't know how it works, but it does have 2 rear-facing seats in the boot for the children. Rumour has it that the former ITV weatherman Fred Talbot absolutely loved the Mercedes-124, so much so that he was commonly seen tailgating them around the Greater Manchester area. Only the wagon versions though. We've got what I think is an M103 3-litre 6-cylinder petrol engine. Plenty of power, sounds nice. Hydraulic fluid reservoir, it's quite low actually, but oh well. Now on occasion things on the car randomly stop working, such as the wipers or the headlights, and it's always down to the fuses. And it's not that they're blowing, it's just that they're that flimsy, they just seem to dislodge themselves. I'm glad Mercedes have done away with those types of fuses now. You can just feel how solid and well built they are. They're so well built, they're almost unstealable. If anyone's watched the video I did on the diesel version of this, you may have noticed that I had to start the car with a screwdriver. That's because I lost the key. And I had to spend hours with a hammer, chisel, electric drill, grinder in the most awkward positions trying to smash out the ignition barrel and get the steering lock off. It was hellish. If I was going to steal a car, I wouldn't be trying to steal one of these. Well, let's talk a bit about the running costs. The insurance is a couple of £100 a year on a classic car policy. The road tax, well, that's £345 a year. And I don't see why, as I'm running 2 vehicles, I pay tax on one, why do I have to pay tax on this one as well? Because I can only drive one at once. Anyway, on the fuel consumption, well, 16 to the gallon, I worked it out. It's not very good. But I'm only doing short journeys, and I tell you what, before I bought this car, it'd been years since I'd actually got any pleasure from driving a car on the road. This thing is absolutely lovely to drive. It just sails along on this hydraulic suspension. It's so comfy. It drives like nothing else. You wouldn't believe it's almost 35 years old. Can't cars just haven't got better after this, they've just got worse. This was the pinnacle of motoring. Well, there we have it, the pride of the German automotive industry. Now if you fancy driving around in reliable, classic luxury and comfort, look no further. Fetch $2.5 grand and drive it away. It's got a long MOT and it's rot free. It's ready to go.
To the bar and pull up a view. Wheels in lads till this night's through. Some bubbles up till you can't stand up in the local pub. Or rest on the bar and pull up a view. Wheels in lads till this night's through. Some bubbles up till you can't stand up in the local